In this video, I'm going to be going over the other aspects of the Flipper Zero. So, in the last video I made, we've got the sleeping dolphin here, the Amawutsa dolphin, cyber dolphin. So, the last video, one of the features that we weren't able to do due to not having an SD card was the saving and replaying signals, as well as NFC. So to fix that, here is the micro SD slot. I've got a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I'm going to insert it inside this slot, similar to how the image is shown. Push it in there and boom, it showed a little light and it is now inside. What I'm going to then do is I'm going to go into settings, go into storage, format SD card, click format. So I can format that little guy and it will be all ready to go for the Flipper. So once that's complete, I'm going to actually do some tests here while that's running. So last video, I had a few devices that weren't able to be read using NFC. So I've got two devices here. I've got these Sony earphones. It has an NFC button there to pair, and I've got this YubiKey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have a phone here. This is an iPhone 11, and I have the NFC Tools app inside of the phone. So I'm going to click read, and I'm going to bring the YubiKey up there to the phone and have it scanned, and it's able to read it. It says the tag type is Yubico, technology is available unknown, serial number, historical bytes, size, writable, and recording. So that is one NFC device. I'm going to do it again with these earphones. I'm going to read, bring it up to the readability area. It read it, same thing. Tag type, technology is available, serial number, system code, data format, and a few other things. This one is not writable. So those are just some examples of a successfully read NFC. So I'm going to do the same thing here. It says SD card formatted, so that's good news. I'm going to click back, and now I'm going to hit benchmark. Let's see what that does. 1 byte, right. Okay, so it's writing. Okay, so it does some read and writes right there. Write 244K, read 321K. Great. I'm gonna hit the back button now. So it works. So see there now the image shows a card and there's the battery thing. So now I'm gonna go into NFC and look at some reading. So before I was trying to figure out what the NFC thing was. I was trying here, but I realized it is right here on the back. So I'm going to put it on the back and boom, it reads it. So here we are, NFC A, maybe EMV bank card. And then we've got UID and a few other bits of information. Now it can read EMV bank cards, which let's look, it says run compatible app. Is reading bank cards. So this is designed to be able to read some bank cards. So let's try reading it. This is not a bank card, but it's designed to read that. And so here are a few additional scripts for it. Read MyFair Ultralight and bank cards. So that's what the Dolphin can do. And this is default. This is before we do an update. Next, we're going to read the headphones. Boom. NFC F maybe, and it's just blank info. So the Flipper can read it, although it's not really going to give you too much information there. So that's the NFC feature here. And then what I wanted to do was actually store a signal from some key device. So the garage in this video's context is that direction. It's pretty close. So it's over there. This will turn it on and off, this center button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Sub GHz and I'm going to do read configuration, just to show where it was last time. Frequency analyzer, this remote runs at 315 megahertz. So going to go to read configuration and run it down to 315. Modulation, do not know. Okay. I don't believe that it's making any effort. It's making any progress. See, this is 0 out of 50. It says scanning. I'm on FM. I'm doing the bottom one just to test to see if it will read. And then going back to the other one once it has a signal. It doesn't show anything. So I want to try reading raw. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, configuration, bring it down to 315 and see if it does anything. AM, this is where there's AM, so there's AM 270, AM 650, FM 238, FM 476. So there's 4 options to choose from. There's really not that much. So recording. That's nifty. You see that there's 2 waves right there. This was on the FM 4 something. And so if I hit the send button, let's see what happens. Okay, and send. See if it replays that same signal. Nothing's going on here, so it might be on a different frequency. But this would be able to, this is supposed to emulate those 2 signals right there to be able to send it out and play it back. So nothing too crazy there. Exit to sub. Let me erase this. Let's reconfigure this. Instead of FM 476 to go FM 238. Okay, and let's do this again. Record. And close it back down. Okay, so now it's picked up it again on a different FM band. Let's see if this works. Send. If that's the case, then this may run on an AM band. So I'm going to erase, do configuration again, AM 650, and hit the record button. Hold it for a long time. There we go. Now let's try sending it back. Nothing. And last AM band, AM 270. Recording. I'm just gonna hold it and try sending that back. Maybe it has to do with distance. Let me move it a little closer. Nope. So there's still some stuff to figure out with this. And it might be on one of the FM bands. So that's just something interesting there. But with a micro SD card, these saved signals can be saved, which is really nifty. And so there is that aspect of things. So that's pretty much it for this video. This goes over the NFC and the sub gigahertz replay signal attacks. That's all. Take care. Stay sharp.